back again with a new warranty claim. So now the ABS light stays on. We just scan it, and guess what? We have a wheel speed sensor that comes all together with the bearing, you know. It looks like it's one piece. The only way to swap it is just like that. And yeah, we have to remove all the parts from the wheel. Now it's coming out. And half an hour later it's done. So this thing, such a pain in the ass to be replaced. I mean, not quite a big one, but yeah. So keep in mind, if you have to do like speed sensors on these ones, you have to replace the whole thing with the bearing all together. I think it makes life easier as well. So now we have to go back to our main projects. I have to sort the paint on this one. This runs. The wheels are finished. We played here a bit yesterday and we kinda fixed it like 70%. Still few high spots here and there that needs to be done, but it's nearly there. It looks more presentable. And yeah, this one should be, let's hope it's gonna be ready today as well. I just went around with 1000 grit and just sanded. Fuck's sake. Just sanded everything down now, all the scratches. And now I'll go with a heavy cut compound and a microfiber wool pad and see how it's gonna look at the end. We remove these scratches here, but they're still a bit visible, but probably after I go with a bit of a polishing, will be less and less visible and will not catch attention. But anyway, we'll see. Let's start polishing it, see if we can make it a bit more tight. Well, I haven't finished this one here because we need to do some extra dentless, paintless, whatever the hell the name of it is, repair. But this side here, it just came amazingly well. Very shiny. All the scratches are gone except this one here, but it's just barely visible anyway. Otherwise, I can say we nearly done on this side. Then I have to do some touch-ups at the end here, which I showed you about it. I told you about it. And on this side, what's left on this side is this scratch here, which I think I'll just sand it a bit to level it, and then go with some touch-up. And here as well, on this side, I think this one is like more like a paint transfer. It might be coming out on the polishing machine. And I have this one here on the door as well, which this one is a bit bad as well, but I will not paint it, no way. But I have to sand this one down as well a little, but overall we're getting there. But now the rain has started, so we're gonna take a small break. So a new challenge today, something which I will try to fix. Got this cash guy here, he's a friend of ours, and last time when he been to a car wash, he says that he doesn't know what they used. They said they haven't used anything, but all this looks like it's been splashed or something, and everything is just like horribly got spots everywhere. I don't know yet if the paint or the lacquer has been affected, by the looks of it kinda is. I don't know, it feels like it's under paint, but I don't know. We'll try to see what we can do, because I just tried with some TFR, then I went to the clay bar, and I tried a lot of other things. Nothing happened. So now what I will do, I'll just try to polish it first, make a test panel, see if it goes away. If not, most likely I will try to sand it down and sand it down like with 1000 grit, then go around with the polisher, see if it's going to make any differences, and if the lacquer can be saved, because by the looks of it, doesn't look like. Anyway, let's give it a go, see what happens. Right, so now we're gonna make a first test on the small area here, to see if there are any changes. I'm using the new thing which I like, the new Lake Country heavy cut pad. Seems to do the job pretty well. I'm using the Angel Wax Resurrection compound, which is a heavy cut compound anyway. And I'll make a test area to see if just by polishing it will make any differences. I strongly believe will not, but it's always better to test it before starting doing it, as you might have some issues and stuff like that. It can save you an extra hot rub. Yeah, just losing my words. Will save you from some headaches. Right, speed number 2, prime the pad. I'm gonna go on a 4.5. When you're polishing, the polishing machine creates vibrations, and your thing is not gonna stay on the bonnet. Right, I'll have to find a different way to put it now. Let's see if we stay here. Nah. It does clean some of the bits, but not everything. But there's still some marks left there. Let's see. So this is the part. This side here is still not cleaning up. Might need some sanding as well, but this part here looks, it does clean pretty much well. Yeah, Anyway, let's get going with all the bonnet and I'll update you on the way. So I went with a really progressive speed 6, the fastest speed on the polisher, and still doesn't make any differences. I mean, it does make some of the difference there, so this fading comes out, but still all the spots are staying in. So next now, we're gonna try with 1000 grit to see if it makes a difference. But just going it with 1000 grit, see if it takes those spots out. And that will be, Jesus Christ, haven't seen anything like it before. Well, there are some spots here I don't think are coming out. Looks like something does happen and they might be coming out, but I still feel it on the hand. You can feel like the small bumps, so something made a reaction with the lacquer and made this problem. But yeah, let's see what we have done. I don't think there's any luck. So yeah, I don't know if it can be seen on the camera, maybe from this side here. So looks like there's not too much of a difference by sanding it. Still these marks are still here, they're deep into the lacquer, so I don't know what to do. I should go more like 800 or something, go deeper, can't say. Looks like it is a bit of a challenge, or I think I'll just go with maybe 1000 grit on a pad, go with the polisher, see if it makes any differences. We'll see. Let's try again to polish it. Well, I think we'll have to sand it a bit more, even more, to see if we can get a better result, because at the moment I'm not happy at all. Let's put more pressure to see what happens. If not, I'll just try to go like 800 on wet, maybe on dry, to see if it takes any of the flat spots, I mean the high spots. Can't really say I'm happy with the result. I don't want to go too much because it might pass through the lacquer and we kind of a bit fogged if that happens. can be seen through sanding marks, like it's been like cracks, small cracks in it. So I think this thing is completely fucked, to be honest. The lacquer is all cracked and just let's go with another pass of polish and see if it does anything. I'll just give it a go. I'll try with a cut tile as well. Well, it does not coming out. So yeah, this bonnet is ruined. There were like 4 or 5 passes. It still doesn't make any differences. And going with 1000 grit, quite hard. I'm just thinking to try go with something even with a smaller grit, but I don't think will make a difference too much. I mean, this here, it came out, but this part here is just horrible. Like here, this dust came out a bit, but it's still not. It will still be marked. We'll still have like white spots over it. So be careful when you're taking your car to the car wash, and be sure the guys know what they're doing. Anyway, I'll make some more testing to see if I find a way to fix it. After testing and testing and testing, we ended up sanding with 800 grit, then 1000 grit, then 1200 grit, all the lacquer down. I don't think we went through the lacquer. I don't know yet, I have to see when I will polish it. There are still marks left, especially these ones here. Here, on this area here. You can still see them, and they will be stay there because it's like really cracked around the surface. And I don't want to insist more because I don't want to go to the lacquer. We don't know if our friend wants to repaint it, or he might have to. But anyway, we're gonna try to sort it out. And now I'll just go make some testing with some heavy cut compound and the microfiber cloth, microfiber pad, and see what the result will be. Yeah, let's get going now. Right, so we just went around with polishing, but I haven't spent too much time on it because it can't be saved. It can't be saved. Those spots are still here. I don't know if they're visible on camera, but they're still here. You can feel them on your palm if you're doing it like that on your hand. So yeah, what it needs to be done now is to be repainted. It couldn't be saved, as I said. It is what it is. Sometimes can be saved, sometimes cannot. Just trying to see if it can be visible on camera, but this thing is so small here I can't figure out if it's visible or not. Anyway, there's still a lot of scratches left, as I haven't went like with a full like 4 passes polish and stuff like that. I just went around with 2 passes just to give it a little bit of shine, nothing else. But yeah, you can see the marks are being left from the car washes. Like this here, I just went around with a bit of polishing, but not too much. But here is like untouched. So you can see all these marks here, all these strips, like this, going like that. Yeah, I don't know what some people are doing, but they don't do their job well. So all them, so they're not that visible anyway, but obviously they're still there, so there was no point to keep polishing. Like you can see here as well, on here, on this edge here, they're still here. They're not that visible, but yeah, well, let's hope tomorrow is gonna be our not tomorrow, Saturday actually. We have a lead. Someone just give us a phone call to have a look on the Altea Saturday, and they sounded like people over 40s, so I think they'll definitely like it, especially when it's gonna be really cleaned up and washed and nice and shiny. Anyway, we're done for this video. As you have seen, it's not always easy to repair paint, and not always you can repair it. So yeah, take this into consideration when we're buying cars. This one is not our cars, it's not for us to sell it. As I said, we're just making a favor to a friend of us. And this has been a good learning curve for us as well. So yeah, everyone wins, but not always.